Hello, hello! I am so excited to be here with you guys and to help just bring inspiration to beauty and to help simplify and streamline your daily routine. So we're going to start today with what we call a basic hack. Hack stands for highlight and contour. And so I'm just going to kind of show you the basics of the basics to getting started and how you can do a full face in just 4 simple steps. So the colors I have here in my compact, this is my favorite starter kit. A lot of the times you will see a different starter kit, which I will show you, which includes a highlight, a lip and cheek, a contour, and one other piece, which is the illuminator. As a tired mom, my favorite starter kit is this one, which just exchanges the illuminator for a brightening highlight. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the illuminator. It is one of my favorite. Glamazing, which is this super sparkly shimmery color, is my favorite. And it is amazing, but I swear by having the brightening color in there. So that is why I have this here. So that's what I'm going to start with. And I'm going to start by going into this main highlight, which I am using Aura currently. And I'm just going to show you that it is as simple as paint by numbers. So I'm just going to take this detail brush here and just barely tap it into this color. And you can see, like, I have horrible maskne going on right now. And so I am just going to start by stippling this over and just covering this up. And I'm just going to just go in here. And if I were doing this daily, I might go in with some Aspen because right now it's pretty aggravated, and Aspen is one of our contour colors that really helps cover redness. Now you can see just the highlight is going to do a pretty good job, and I'm using a medium coverage brush. So if I wanted some full coverage, I could just go in again and just kind of cover that to make sure I really get those trouble areas covered. Now, if I wanted to color correct with Aspen, I could, but I'm just going to show you this basic hack. And so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to kind of start with anywhere that I would have a beard. And I'm just going to stipple this in, right? So in my beard area, my mustache area, right? Just this paint by numbers area. So I'm just going to stipple this in all over where I would have that beard. And look at that coverage even without the color correction. Like, you can still see the texture. You can't get rid of texture. Your face has texture. That's just part of life. But it's the coverage itself, getting rid of that redness and how obvious it is amazing. And then I'm going to take, again, that main highlight and just tap it in. And I'm going to just go across the middle of my forehead and down through this side. And just stipple that in to that area. Now you can see here, I'm putting it in the middle. I'm trying to see so you can see it. It matches my skin very well, so it covers that color, but it's hard to see. And I'm just going to put that in the middle of my forehead. And the reason is this is paint by numbers. I'm not adding layer upon layer of coverage. I'm just putting the colors where I want it. And so I'm going to take those colors and I'm going to put them where I want them. And then I'm going to come into my contour and I'm going to put it where I want it. So you can see here, you're going to try and find that kind of hollow in your cheek right there. And I'm going to go just below that. The contour I'm currently using is Ash. And I'm just going to put this in this area, and it doesn't have to be perfect because the creams blend together beautifully. So by putting this here in that hollow, what I'm going to do is basically give myself a push-up bra for my face. And then I'm going to put it here on my forehead and kind of just streamline so that it's going to end up drawing attention to your eyes, which are really your feature. One of your features you really want to accentuate. And so this will help shorten up your forehead if you've got like your hair in a ponytail and want a little bit of a shorter forehead, or just feel like you have a bigger forehead. And so that will bring those kind of it draws the attention down. And if you were standing outside in natural light, you would kind of naturally have a shadow there as well. And then I'm going to take that contour and I'm going to put it underneath on this jawline. Again, the idea is that we're going to give ourselves definition on that jawline because we want to accentuate that jawline is there. And I haven't blended anything, so it's probably going to look pretty funny for a minute. And then the next thing I like to do even though I feel a little bit more confident using the contour, especially when I got started, this was one of my favorite tips I learned, was to squeeze the bottom of the detail brush and put it in that contour. And then that gives me a real nice tight line to go down my nose. And this is going to, again, accentuate the parts of your nose that you want. It's going to thin out your nose. And you can kind of actually change the shape of your nose if you wanted to. You know, if maybe you got hit with a basketball and you want to straighten it out a little bit, or you just want to thin it up a little bit, you can definitely do that with the contour just by where you put the placement. And then the next color I'm going to use is this brightening color. So this is Linen, and this is my lifesaver. This is probably one of my absolute favorite parts of the product, is going in and getting rid of that tired mom look. So we're going to brighten our eyes completely. Now, you could do just one main highlight and just do one color over your face. That would be perfectly fine. When I first started, I started with literally just a 110. And so I was using it just as you would a regular foundation. But look how more awake I look now. And once I get all this blended, it's going to be amazing. But you can see here how much more awake, no more tired mom eyes. And it's going to accentuate my eyes themselves. Like, my eyes look bigger. I'm going to bring to light the color by adding those. And you don't want to just do this little swoop underneath here. You really want to do this pie shape, because that's going to give you the best accentuation by opening those up and making them look bigger and more awake. So we're going to bring that down to the tip of the nose and up to the corner of the eye. And then I like to take that brightening highlight as well and just put it here on the T-zone. And I will blend that all together here in just a second. And then the last color I'm going to use is a Lip and Cheek. And I'm going to just, again, take that same brush. They don't hold a ton of color, so you're not going to end up with a bunch of color you don't want in the wrong spots. And I'm just going to put that on my face, and you're like, girl, that's super wonky. That's okay. We're going to blend it all together. So I'm just going to come in now with that brush, and I'm just going to blend those pieces together. And I want to blend this contour up. And I used the color Nude for that Lip and Cheek. So blend that contour up and in. I always forget to do my jaw, so I'm going to do that really quick. And I'm going to blend that down because that shadow would naturally be created down. I'm going to blend that highlight in with that contour. Just blend it all together. Get this side as well. And I like to just kind of swirl. And then I like to, to just blend that down into that blush. And then if I feel the need to touch any of it up, I can just go in and touch up a couple of spots if I want to. And then what I like to do with the nose is just kind of take, let's just stick with one brush, this brush, and just kind of tap it lightly, because you don't want to completely get rid of those lines. So I like to just very gently brush those down into that shadow. And then I like to take my pinky finger into that highlight and bring that highlight from where I had it in my T-zone down. So see, it's going to thin it out and accentuate it where you want it to be accentuated. And then I'm just going to blend that highlight here and blend this up. You could put more or less contour on your forehead depending on what it is that you're looking for as well. And I just look so much more awake and ready to go. And you can blend as much as you want. I like, when I usually do my face, I love to use this blending brush. It's a really nice soft light, which is perfect. But for this purpose, I wanted to show you that you really can do it with just one compact and one brush. Ready to go, full face today. And then I'm going to show you just that illuminator. So the other piece, you could do just a standard one color, which you're still going to get great coverage and you're still going to look more awake than you would if you didn't have a highlight there. But I'm just going to take this, let's go Glamazing. So the other 4-piece would be, and I'll show you because this is super easy to just pop out. I like to use the little tins just because it makes it easy and I don't get it all over my fingers. To pop out that tin, and there's the other standard quad. And then you just take a little bit of that illuminator and you just pop it. So that one I'm using is Glamazing. Whole new you, whole new look. So simple, so easy. I literally do my makeup in the car all the time. I just drop this and a brush in there and I'm ready to go. When you're getting ready to go somewhere else, like if you're gonna go on a vacation, literally your whole face in one compact. Just put a little bit of lip on. And you're good to go. All right, if you guys have any questions about getting that, we're going to take it up a notch. We're going to learn different tips and tricks the rest of the time that we're through here. But if you have any questions so far, you can drop them in the comments. I'll post a before and after picture just so you guys can see how much of a difference it really makes. And if you have any questions about getting your color match, please let me know. I am happy to help. Bye.